Hello, everyone. It's Amy Carlson and
Naomi Damask.
how's everybody doing this morning? It is Friday.
Thank goodness.
Yay, end of the week. We are so excited. We're coming on to talk to you guys about our event, More Than Pink Ribbons, where we are bringing together 26 experts to talk to you about how to live a healthy, preventative lifestyle. This is something that is super important to both of us. Naomi is a breast cancer survivor. And so why don't you talk about what October means to you?
Oh, it means a lot to me. Because one thing is, I think a lot of people in my world, it's a big struggle because we see a lot of pink washing that's happening. We see that, the education is lacking there. We hear a lot of stats, but we're not hearing a lot of, Amy, like how to live a preventative lifestyle. And we're seeing this in the group. We're hearing this loud and clear that people are scared. They don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where you and I have decided to link arms, bring in all these experts to give people tools, because we all are aware that breast cancer is happening. But it is like, what awareness are we bringing around the educational piece of how to live a preventative lifestyle? So that's where I'm really passionate about. We can have a bigger voice out there, not one just donating to a cause, but actually being a part of it. I think that's the biggest thing that we're trying to convey as our message is take action in your life.
Right. Well, and I think the big thing for me and coming into this is I had my own personal story. I did not have breast cancer, but I had several chronic diseases. And I learned that the things that I was doing every single day were absolutely impacting my health. And so being able to come to all of these women and say, listen, we have thoughts and ideas of how to support you physically, mentally, and spiritually. And we're going to lay the smorgasbord out in front of you. You can take what resonates with you. And so many of us, we put together a team of people around us, right? There was somebody that was commenting it within the group, and it's like, listen, you get to use your doctors, you get to use your counselors, your therapists, your faith, coaches. You get to surround yourself and create this team that's going to be your advocate to help you as you create a lifestyle of optimal health, right?
That is so true, Amy. And I think that's the biggest thing is we have to create these teams or tribes, whatever you want to call it. And I think that's so important. And mine continually grows. Every year. I mean, it's been almost 9 years. And I think about where I started and where I am today. And that's what's so great about this. You can just keep absorbing, like be a sponge and absorb this knowledge.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got, like we said, we have 26 experts coming to you. And oh, by the way, you guys, if you're tuning in, make sure, let us know where you're watching from. Tell us what your biggest struggle is. We want to hear that and make sure that we're bringing those solutions to you. So let us know what your biggest struggle is in living a healthy preventative lifestyle. So 26 experts coming to you. Now, we have been introducing you all to these experts all this week. They are coming in live as well, and they're introducing themselves. We've put a post up that's a pinned post, an announcement, meaning it's up at the top of the group. Transforming Women's Health is the name of the group. I should have this. Let's show this. There we go. Transforming Women's Health. And it's pinned at the top, and it's giving you the schedule. We start Monday morning, and we're having these experts are going live in the group in designated time frames. Some of them have given us their exact times, and some of them are giving us a time frame. So they will be live for 30 minutes. We're doing bite-sized chunks for you all so that we're not hours upon hours of content, right?
Yes. And the other thing is, if you miss it during that live time, that's okay. It's going to be there. You can go back and watch it. And we're encouraging everyone to go back and watch these because at the end of the day, Amy and I will be doing drawings for people that are participating. And we have some fabulous prizes that these ladies have been donating. So that's what's going to be exciting, is to see all these gifts that you guys are going to be able to receiving.
Right. And it's not just a gift. This is a tool. Every single gift that we've received is something that you're going to be able to take and implement, if you choose to, into your life and make a difference. We've got books. Many of our experts are authors, myself included. I've got a book called The Toxin Terminator. You're going to get a signed copy of this, where I walk you through all of the things that are hidden toxins within our home. If you choose to do something with it, there you go. We've got Lisa King and Lauren Daniels are authors of what's the name of the book? I'm going brain dead here.
It's something tiny.
Life Changes.
Yes.
And they talk about it's all tiny little steps. And that's what's so important to know, that we don't have to turn our world upside down. No. We just make one small change that really sets a ripple effect over the years. We've got ebooks, we've got physical things that are coming our way as well. And let's talk about, during the course of the week, the content will just be there within the group. Once the week is done, we're going to take it all and put it into a unit. So you will be able at any time go back into the unit and see all of the presentations, right?
Absolutely, because we're keeping it up there. It's not going to go away after 72 hours or any of that. We want you guys to be able to go back and refer to this, because like what Amy was saying, these are like layering steps. It's right. Little habits. And you think about Amy's journey, my journey, this is almost 9 years. How many years for you, Amy? Have you been on this journey?
7.5.
Okay. So it didn't happen overnight.
Right.
And I just keep applying new things. And I think that's the best thing, is take bite-sized pizzas, just like what Lisa and Lauren were saying. Start with those baby steps and just keep adding on to it. And that's what's going to make a big impact in your life.
We've got Facebook users commenting right now. A son who was exposed to mold in high school, his health went downhill super fast, making some healthy life changes. And she has had a cancer diagnosis. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. And know this too. Another person's coming in from Glenville, Illinois. Glenview, Illinois, Muscatine, Iowa. Go Muscatine. I've got family from Muscatine, Iowa. Very familiar with that city. Ladies, we've been praying over you every single day. I put up a post asking for specific prayers, and I am praying every single day. I'm a woman of faith, and I really believe in the power of prayer. So make sure you go find that post within the group. If you want something specifically prayed for, we will do that. And there are others who are praying as well. I'm seeing this is the takes my breath away. You guys are so loving and encouraging and empowering on each other. And I just absolutely love this.
And I think that's a really good message to convey is that we are here as a collective, as one, to support one another, raise each other up. Because I think this is a time to really shed hope on each other, because a lot of times that's the thing that people need the most, is hope and support. And they're even saying loneliness is worse than smoking a pack of cigarettes a day. So we're here to support you and really come alongside you. And I have been praying as well. I was out on my morning walk this morning, and I get choked up just thinking about it. I was like, I am so blessed with all these people coming into this group to let us be able to pour information into you, support you along your journey, because I've been there. Amy's been there. It can be scary. It can be lonely. It's also very confusing. You don't know where to turn. So please use this up. If you need specific prayer requests that you do not want to post in the group, private message us.
Yes.
That's okay.
Absolutely. I get it. Some people want, privacy, and I understand that. let's talk about some of the topics. And we will be making a post later today. It won't be until later in the late afternoon, but we will get kind of the topics laid out of what you guys can expect. I've already posted the schedule. Maybe I'll go back and edit that to put in the topics right there with the speakers. But we have things like, personally, myself, I'm going to be talking about our toxic personal care products. I'm going to be telling you, what you want to avoid, why you want to avoid it, and what you can replace it with. I'm not just going to tell you, don't do this. I'm also going to give you what you can do in place of it. Naomi is going to be talking about oxidative stress. Sorry, you could tell yourself. Donna Hagen, she is 60 years old. And she has been biohacking for the last several years. After her diagnosis and going through chemotherapy and radiation and all her treatments, she wanted to learn exactly what to do to support her body. In the last 2 years, she has found her mitochondrial cells test of that of a 30-year-old woman. This gal is the queen of biohacking. She truly is. And she's going to be sharing her daily routines with you all so that you can make a day. She's physically 60 years old. The health-wise test is that as of a 30-year-old. That's amazing to me. Michelle Howe, she is a healer. She is going to be sharing her heart healing with us. And she's actually, one of her gifts that she's giving away is a group healing for those who want to participate in that. Melissa Wallach is going to be talking about setting healthy boundaries. Oh my word. As we go through this, you need to learn, how to set those healthy boundaries, because you're being taxed beyond taxed, and we have to learn how to do that. Both Dr. Tabitha Barber and Dr. Stephanie Gray are going to be touching on estrogen dominance. They're going to be talking about hormones. They're going to be talking about all that we need to know there. Dr. Carol Laurie, this is her passion, breast cancer. It really is. And she's going to be talking about optimal nutrition as we're going through this, right? Dr. Melissa Rupp, she has a huge fertility journey, and she is going to be talking about fertility and her journey through that and what our traditional birth control methods are doing to our hormones. And sharing that. Do you have some?
Well, I know that Holly Couch is coming in. She is a life coach as well, but she's actually going to talk about, she has this thing about almost healthy Holly, like these little things that it's all about. She does a lot of great things, but every once in a while, you know what? She's going to enjoy a bowl of ice cream or different things like that. And she really comes at it with nutrition as the overall picture of how we can still have fun and enjoy things. And I think that's really important, that you don't have to be radical. Because I know I've been down that route before, and it didn't serve me well, or my family, or anyone around me. So I'm going to talk about those little healthy habits. I can't remember what she calls herself, but it's cute. Chris Skytag, she is known in the exercise world. She's going to come in and talk about movement. I'm trying to think. Dr. Betsy Greenleaf is the first ever urogynecologist. She's going to be talking about pelvic floor health and how important that is.
Talk to us about, we've got somebody coming on and talking to us about thermography. So if you have not heard about thermography yet, you really want to pay attention to this one, right?
She is excellent. She's also a breast cancer survivor herself. So she has a big story and why she's passionate about this. I've done a Facebook Live with her a couple of years ago, and it was so eye-opening to learn, because I think thermography is a word that's becoming a little bit more mainstream. People are recognizing it, but people are also really confused in regards to screening. Why she actually is educating about the importance of thermography. So once again, these are all going to be things that might be brand new to you guys, but really listen. And a lot of these people that are here have had their own breast cancer journey. Donna has, myself has, Tess is coming in. She's a nurse practitioner. And she's sort of sharing her own personal journey, what she has all discovered. And I think these are great people to listen to because they've been in your shoes. It's not someone else that just doesn't know. They actually know. They had to make tough decisions.
Right.
I'm trying to think who else. I don't have the list in front of me of all of our speakers, but I will say these speakers are coming in right now and they have been introducing themselves.
Yep.
It's a short little like 2-minute, 3-minute video, as well as our bio we're putting out there. So go listen, because they are also sharing why they're passionate about this, what their topic is. And that way, if you listen, comment. If you have a question right away, put it underneath there. So that way, when they go back to give their conversation, their talk, they can see those questions right away and maybe address those.
Right. Absolutely. When we have several, I think we've got 3 or 4 of our experts who are coming in are going to be talking about mindset and stress, and really ways that we can learn how to reduce that stress load for ourselves. I know, golly jeepers, Dr. Jill Barron is going to absolutely be talking about stress. Who else is tomorrow?
Lisa Harris.
Yeah.
She is a narrative coach.
Yeah.
She is going to talk about the importance of storytelling and
Yes.
sharing our story, because there is so much healing around that. She is excellent. And she comes from it that, she's walked alongside women that have had breast cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So she really understands this as well, and the importance of this.
We have 2 more I want to talk about, and then we end up going on and on with our lives here. But 2 more I want to talk about. We've got 2 gals that are going to be really focused in on nutrition, and this is really important because there's foods that are going to fuel the body, and there's foods that are going to fuel the disease. And we certainly don't want to be, especially if we're fighting, we don't want to be fueling that disease. So we've got Missy Bain is going to be talking about nutrition, and who else? There's somebody else in here. Dr. Carol Laurie is talking about nutrition. We've got Kristen Caulfield talking about detox. It's one thing to remove the toxins, but we also have to support our body in the detox. That's an equal balance that has to happen. Mm-hmm. She's going to be talking about that. So lots of great information coming your way. And again, if you have specific questions that you want to know about, make sure that you're going in and watching those speakers and getting that information posted out there. Let them know exactly what you want to know, because that's what we're here for. We want to serve you.
Yes. And I will say, some people are asking about specific breast cancer diagnosis information. That's not what we're going to be doing at all, ladies. I know the lingo. Some of these other people do know the lingo. So like if you're ER positive, triple negative, triple positive, I understand that Amy doesn't. Some of these other speakers won't. But if you do have a specific question about that, feel free to send me a message, and I can actually probably put you in contact. Oh, Dr. V, she's going to be coming in teaching us how to give ourselves the proper exam. And she has a tool. That is really important, because many of us maybe are not giving ourselves monthly exams. And I think that is really important. And I think it's also just learning to be in tune with our body. Right. And I think that's really the stronger message, is really noting like what could be going on within our body. Exactly. So we are so blessed that we have so many people that are giving their time and energy to come into this group. And we really want to respect your guys' time as well. And
I just had a comment that came up about, you guys, thank you so much for commenting on here. We've got some, long time suffering. Great, because the old ways aren't working for us. Thank you so much for all you're doing. I feel lost sometimes. It's those comments that are coming through like that, Naomi and I, we put this together in about a week's time. Honestly, we said, you know what, this month is coming up. What can we do to support? And your outpouring, the comments that are coming through here, that I just know that God led us to be here and led us to be doing this, because I really want this to be a safe place, a place where you feel like you can heal, a place where you can come and be energized. You can be heard. You can be understood, and then move forward and give you those tools to go out and move forward. So I just know.
Oh my word, Amy, you cracked me up.
A big thumbs up and a big thumbs down to disease. Ew.
Oh, well, and that's the other thing. We want to have fun in this group, you
Oh,
guys, because
yes.
that is one of the parts of healing is laughter. And so
Don't be so serious all the time. Wendy Cardell is going to be coming in and talking about an ULA life. If you've not heard of an ULA life, this is how we can balance all the different areas of our life. And one of them is fun. How many of us, raise your hand, give me a big, clap, give me a thumbs up. If you've forgotten what the heck is fun, we come these adults and all of a sudden, like, we're supposed to stop having fun. And we need to embrace that and the laughter, that we need to have. So
I don't have any closing words besides, ladies, be ready. I mean, it's going to be a great week. I'm just giddy. Like, I literally spring out of bed every day thinking, I can't wait for Monday to start, because this is really, it's been my whole vision is to do something bigger and make a difference. And when you said yes to doing this with me, I never in a million years thought we'd have all these people coming alongside us. And we now have people that are still like messaging us saying, hey, I would like to be a speaker for your next event. And that's what's so great, is this is just a safe haven. And I can't wait to see this group continually blossom and grow. So I'm just
and truly, it's an honor. It truly is an honor to be able to share with you all, and we do not take that lightly. So, thank you. Continue to share this. You guys are going to be blown away. Everybody's going live next week. Remember, keep your questions written down. If you don't get them answered during their live presentation, we're going to come back in at the end on Sunday evening, and we're going to have a live Q&A with many of our experts. Not all can participate in that, but we're going to have as many in there as we can, and we're going to be answering your questions, because as you go through this and stuff is given to you, you'll have questions. I promise you will. And we do not want to leave anything unturned for you.
Yep. So thank you guys.
Thank you. Yep.
And keep just looking for these speakers' bios as well as their introductions.
Awesome. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on, are we coming back in on Sunday night?
I think so.
Okay. We'll see you on Sunday.